Today we're going to be looking at one such agent. This is called Junie, your smart coding agent. It's from JetBrains, and it's perfect for people who are using JetBrains products because it's tightly integrated into products like PyCharm and other coding solutions from JetBrains. And Junie really follows the best practices of programming. If you propose a plan based on your needs, the user will accept the plan. Then it adjusts the task at hand and run automated tests for you. Personally, I think this flow is perfect for complex tasks, but seems slow compared to other coding agents that just generate a whole bunch of code. But this workflow will usually give you much better output. So if you're using JetBrains products, this is a perfect video for you. And I'm going to show you a practical example of an engineering task that Junie is perfect for, but they also have a tight integration on GitHub. So you just assign it tasks directly on GitHub, and it would propose a solution for review. So let's have a look at Junie in action. So here's Junie within PyCharm. Now, to show you the real use case, I'm going to show you a practical example. So right now, I'm trying to build a text-based video editor, way similar to Descript. Now, I'm running into one small issue here. So when I upload a video, it has the ability to transcribe that video. However, you can see that this key screen keeps flickering. Okay, so moving to just talent. I am running into this issue where when I load a video and the screen keeps flickering, I have documented it in this file. Can you analyze the issue along with the code base and tell me what could be causing it? Now, you actually have to add the file here. You should be good to go. We'll just send this in. Now, right now, it's working great. So initially, it plans. It's going to analyze the code. So at the moment, it's looking for different things in the code base. Okay, and based on that, it's coming up with a very detailed plan. Now, this usually takes a while because it has to go through the code base and understand it. And that way, it's going to present us with a plan that we can either accept or reject. Okay, so here's the analysis. So it identified the potential root cause and also came up with some suggestions which could potentially solve this. Now, this all looks plausible, but I want to see whether the actual solution is going to work or not. When you are working with this, there are multiple different modes. One is Brave mode, which is basically a YOLO mode. You let the model decide or take action without asking you. There's also a Think mode, a Think More mode, which basically uses extended thinking. And then you can either code or chat with the model or in auto. Junie will help you figure this out, right? So I think I'm happy with this. Go ahead and implement the solution. And then let's test whether it worked or not. Okay, so let's just send this in. Again, it goes to the planning mode where it's going to start planning its next steps. So here it came up with a detailed plan on what exactly to do. And you can actually see that it also implements debugging steps directly within its plan. And then it tries to execute those one by one. Now we're going to see whether it actually works or not. But it also added a pretty nice explanation of what exactly to expect. But let's put it to a test. Okay, so here's a video that I uploaded. It doesn't have the flickering issue, which is a good news. Now let's play this. How is business today? The price of bread is still too high, and the harvest hasn't been good. Okay, this is a video that I generated with VO3. Okay, Junie also has support for MCPs. You can add your own MCP servers. Now, in this case, right now, we have the Contact 7 and Chrome DevTool MCP server connected. The Chrome DevTool is a lifesaver, especially if you're doing any sort of web development. Use the Chrome DevTool MCP server to go to google.com and then look up the current price for Apple stock. Okay, we're going to send this in. Now, this is extremely helpful because the Chrome DevTool MCP server lets you interact with your web browser. And also, you have all the access to different analytics tools that the Chrome DevTool offers. So you can actually see that the agent, Junie in this case, triggered at the browser. It is going to google.com, and now it will be able to control your browser. So all of this is happening completely automated. I am not touching anything whatsoever. So it found the search box. I was going to start looking for it. Oh, okay, nice. I had to help it out just to make sure that it's not blocked as a robot. Or you can see that properly implemented MCP server can really give superpowers to your coding agent. So it now is looking at the current price, and it seems like it did make a mistake, but it was able to recover from it. But in this case, it shows you step-by-step process of what exactly the agent is doing. So you have full transparency and visibility to the agent actions. So a couple of interesting observations regarding how Junie works. It actually goes through the whole code. It takes notes, and that ensures that it's making targeted changes. And especially for the issue like the one that I was solving. For this fix, Junie had to understand the whole project rather than a single file or a single prompt, which is critical for any powerful coding agent, because you want to have a global context, and this coding agent seems to be doing exactly that. And if you're using a JetBrains IDE like PyCharm, this is a perfect solution because it has a very tight integration with IDEs, and you remain in the same workflow. You don't have to install yet another coding agent. That may not have as tight integration with your IDE as Junie in this case. Now, apart from being part of your IDE, Junie is also connected to platforms like GitHub and GitLab. So you can just run tasks asynchronously, and this also allows you to run multiple different tasks. So if you are already in the ecosystem, I'll highly recommend to check this out. Now, here's the pricing. So depending on whether you are an individual or an organization, there is different pricing structure. Also keep in mind, this is per user per year, and not per month. So do check it out. Link is going to be in the video description. I hope you found this video useful. Thanks for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.
If you enjoyed this video, this is what we do here. Fast, clear updates on the biggest moves in AI. If you want to stay ahead of everything happening in this space, make sure you subscribe